So for the second time in this series, I've asked you guys to vote and asked you guys to choose whether we would leave Millwall and join another club or stay at Millwall for the foreseeable future. And last time you guys chose to stay at Millwall, but this time the vast majority of you said leave to Napoli. The vast majority as well. I was very surprised by the poll results. I thought it would be very close once again, but this time it was a very, very easy choice for you guys, clearly. You asked me to go to Napoli, so we've gone to Napoli. So that's fantastic. We've moved for the first time in this series, and I'm very pleased about it as well, because I do believe the series was getting stale. I do understand you guys thought that, and I thought it too as well. The series getting a bit stale, so we've gone to Napoli. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking questions. Why didn't you not choose Southampton? And I will explain it in just a moment's time. But the first thing I want to say is that the board have asked us to win the league, and in the last episode you saw Napoli was sitting in third place, and we've now dropped down to fifth with 10 points off Roma, leading the league. What's happened there? That's EA tricking us, clearly. They were in third last time we checked, and now they're somehow dropped to fifth, and they're 10 points behind. That's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, a few of you were commenting, and a lot of you were asking why I didn't choose Southampton. Now, the reason being is quite simple. Obviously, the first one is that I can't please everyone, I know that for sure, but Southampton are a club a lot like Manchester City in this career mode. City are underperforming, their squad is no longer very, very strong, and Southampton are a side on the rise with some good young players coming through, and they've been taken over and have a lot of money. So the Southampton job was effectively pretty much the same as the Manchester City job. Okay, you could argue that City are still going to be the stronger squad and the stronger team, but even so, it's relatively similar. Both of those jobs are relatively similar. And last time I asked you guys to choose Man City or Millwall, and you chose Millwall. So with the job being basically, very, very similar, I thought surely it's better to offer you guys a different avenue in this series, because there have been so many of you that want me to leave the country. A lot of people have said that the BPL is getting stale. There was no point in leaving to another BPL side. I actually thought that was a good point. Someone threw up, or quite a few people threw up, that leaving to Southampton would be basically the same as Millwall. Your same objective is getting to the Champions League, and you'd still be playing the same competitions. So with that in mind, I decided that we would offer Napoli as a different request, because it's very, very hard to please everyone. I do know that. I do know a lot of people will be disappointed we didn't choose Southampton or didn't stay at Millwall, but you've got, at the end of the day, you've got to try and give everyone a chance. A lot of people did want me to leave the country. A lot of people did want to change the scenery. A lot of people just wanted me to go to a foreign country and not stay in the BPL and basically leave Millwall in general. So with that in mind, you've got to give everyone a chance in this series. I can't just say this is what I'm going to do, so basically tough luck if you don't like it. I have to give every single person their say. If someone does want me to leave the country, I'm not going to ignore their request, because quite a lot of you did want me to leave the country. Quite a lot of you people did say it would be better this way. So that's exactly what we've done. We have joined Napoli, and again, don't worry if you're not a fan of foreign career modes, and don't worry, because in my last career mode, my FIFA 13 career mode, I should say, we left Liverpool and spent 1 year in AC Milan, rebuilt their side, and then left. And I'm very, very, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm confident the same is going to happen again, but I do have a suspicion that I might just be applying for jobs 1 year down the line once we've sort of changed Napoli's side, because their side isn't that strong. It's a 4.5 side, which does need some work doing to it. So with that in mind, I might just leave Napoli after a year, just like we did with AC Milan. But anyway, now it's out of the way. We got straight down to business, and as you saw as well, we've only got £2 million in our budget. Napoli apparently started with 25 million. They've only got 2 million, so I don't know how they've spent all that money, because I looked at the squad and the only player I can see that arrived this year was Lukaku, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but there you go. Anyway, we looked to do some business. I already said as well, Hazard was out of contract at the end of the year, so I searched for him, I found him, and I offered him a contract. So imagine picking up Hazard on a free. That would be amazing. Also, Nastasic and Bardi also out of contract as well. A couple of players such as Fabio, Ramirez, David Santon, all out of contract too. So we actually offer bids for Fabio and David Santon to try and get them straight away. And we also look at Ramirez, trying to get him in straight away as well, because I'd like those players to come in immediately. And we also offered a loan deal to Millwall for Leao Gutierrez, and we'll wait and see what happens there. But we had transfer offers for Rafael, our goalkeeper, and Jose Callahan. We said no to both. Bardi has accepted a pre-contract, and also Leao Leao Gutierrez, our scout future star at Millwall, is going to be joining us for the rest of the season on loan. And that's great. That's really, really good, because Gutierrez was a first team regular at Millwall, but because he's only 74 and there are players that are better than him, I guess that the AI kind of just pushed Gutierrez down to like 4th choice centre back, and because he's so young, put him on the loan list. So Gutierrez is going to be joining with us for the rest of the year, and that's great that we will have a Millwall player with us for the rest of the year, so we can continue his development whilst we are with Napoli. Also, Bardi accepted a pre-contract. Michu is at Napoli in this career mode. Leon won him for £6 million. We asked for £6.5 million because he is 30 years old. He's 80 rated, but he's 30 years old, so he's going to start decreasing very soon. And Hazard declines the contract. Nastasic accepts his, and Manchester United accepted a £1 million bid plus Armero for Fabio. And what a steal that could be, because I reckon Fabio is going to be better than Armero already. Armero, who is our current left back at Napoli, he's only 76 rated. I'd imagine Fabio's 77, 78, so we could get him for just £1 million plus Armero. That could be a great deal for us here at Napoli for one of our first transfers. But yeah, Nastasic accepted a pre-contract, as has Bardi already, and Eden Hazard has declined his pre-contract. So just imagine getting those 3 players on pre-contracts. That would be amazing. We offer him another deal, 4 years, crucial first team player status on 140 grand a week. And Chile also came back into us. Of course, we've been stalling the Chile offer for a while now, and they said basically take it or we're going to rescind it. So we took it. So we're going to be staying with Chile. I never wanted to leave Chile, so I'm glad to be staying here, and that's good for us, really. But anyway, Leon came back to us and said they wouldn't go higher than £6 million for Michu. So we said yes, because he's 30 years old, he's 80 rated, but he is going to start decreasing very soon. And also we have Higuain as our first choice striker. We only play with one striker at Napoli, and we also have Lukaku on the bench, so we don't really need him, to be honest. But that's how we've got the side set up anyway, 4-2-3-1. That holding midfielder, Bariti, I think it is as well. He's 85 rated. I'm almost certain he's a glitched player, so maybe for those of you that play career mode, if you want players to sign in the holding midfield position, maybe look at Bariti, because he's 85 rated, and I'm almost certain he is a glitched player. But yeah, we do take on Fiorentina for the first game in our Napoli career, in our Napoli adventure, and taking on Fiorentina, they are directly above us, so we need to win this game. We're now 13 points behind the leaders, Roma. I think it's 13 points. We really do need to get a winning start here with Napoli, and the first chance would come in just the 10th minute. El Kaddouri picks the ball up and finds Jose Callahan. He backheels the ball to our right back Danilo. He's got the pace to get past his man, keeps on going, gets past Yakovenko, crosses the ball in towards Higuain, and it's a great header by Gonzalo Higuain. The former Real Madrid striker puts the ball into the back of the net, and we take a 1-goal lead just 12 minutes in here. So a great start for us at the Stadio San Paolo. I was desperate to get a winning start in our first game as Napoli manager, and scoring an early goal was clearly the right way to go about it. So Higuain gets it. He's going to be 30 next season. He's going to be approaching 30 and going into his 30s. So with Lukaku on the bench for Napoli, what I'm thinking of doing is playing Higuain as our first choice striker this year, and then next year possibly looking to sell Higuain and having Lukaku start as our main striker, because we've actually got 4 really good strikers at the moment with Napoli. We've got Higuain, Lukaku, Michu, and also in the reserves we've got a Chilean striker called Vargas. So really awesome strike force of Napoli, and for a club that only play with 1 up top, it's great to have that strength in depth. But straight from kickoff, really, Fiorentina came back. Giuseppe Rossi found Sandro found Yakovenko. We failed to get the ball away. It fell to Sandro. He played the ball through to Cuadrado, and he drilled the ball into the bottom corner. So what a shame. We just took the lead with Higuain. The stadium was rocking. We were playing really well, and Fiorentina silenced the home crowd and make it 1-1 here. But also straight from kickoff, we try and hit back. Hamsik roulettes past Borja Valero, our captain, then a double step over, nice piece of skill, keeps on going down the right hand side, ends up swinging a cross in. He plays the ball through to El Kaddouri, doesn't swing it in, he shoots, El Kaddouri shoots, good save by the goalkeeper, it's cleared away. Higuain tries to go for the header, it goes towards Insigne. Fiorentina failed to clear it, but it's a really, really scrappy goal, but the ball fell to the one man you'd want it to fall to there, and it's Gonzalo Higuain, a natural finisher, really good strike by the French-born Argentine footballer, and he makes it 2-1 there. So it was a really scrappy goal, but when the ball's bouncing around the penalty area, you want it to fall to a clinical finisher, and that's exactly who it fell to in Gonzalo Higuain. So 2-1 here, we're back in front. In the 42nd minute here, Jose Callahan shoots, it's blocked. It falls to Higuain, but this time he puts his shot wide. So close to getting a hat-trick in 42 minutes, and it's still 2-1 here. And as we were in the 61st minute, we were still leading, playing really well. Insigne stands over this free kick. I tried to catch the goalkeeper out here as he drills it, but it ends up hitting the top of the bar and spinning out for a goal kick. So I don't think that shot was ever going going to go in, but it was worth a go. It was worth a go to see if I could score a spectacular goal here in our first game as Napoli manager, but it was still 2-1, but we were playing really well, to be honest, and I was so desperate to see out this result. We do need to win pretty much every game, really, if we're going to win a title this year, especially these big games, and I was desperate to get a winning start as our first game as Napoli manager, but in the 89th minute here, Napoli come forward, Boni shoots, but it falls to Marcos Alonso, and the left back makes it 2-2. So with just 17 seconds of normal time to play, Fiorentina rescued a point, and unfortunately we have to settle for a point as our first game in charge of Napoli. But as always, guys, big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, because that's much appreciated and it really does help my channel out. Hopefully you guys listened to what I said at the start of the video and you understand why I chose Napoli ahead of Southampton. And yeah, I will see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon.